Good morning, friends. Yep, this week's gonna be different. We are going to pause where we've been on creating a Bible habit, and instead, I'm going to walk you through my Saturday where I am taking what I call a reset, because everything feels just a little bit of a mess. And I mean that both internally and externally. So this is what I do when my house is a disaster. Evidence A. And when my insides feel like a disaster, I need to reset. I'm literally just going to show you my day and how I take a reset. So the first thing I'm gonna do in a reset, I don't know if you're like this or not, but I cannot function when my house is just a disaster. So I'm going to do 1 hour, I will set a timer, and I'm gonna do 1 hour of just some spots that are driving me nuts. One of which is my desk, which you saw. The other is the kitchen. Dishes need to be put away. Counters are a disaster. So I'm gonna do that. And then I need to do this entryway really quick because we drag in a lot of leaves when it's fall. What you might be thinking is, Melissa, shouldn't you spend your time with God first and not do the cleaning? For a reset day, I'm gonna be spending actually several hours with God, and I need to first clear the clutter. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just got finished with the kitchen, and it is not perfect by any stretch of anyone's imagination, but it's much better. And much better was all I was going for. I've got about 15 minutes while the house, nobody's here. And so I've gotten what I want to get done to clear the clutter. Took longer than an hour, but that's okay. And I'm going to kneel here, sort of prostrate myself here on the bed. Sorry if that sounds weird. I'm not filming this part. I'm doing this while nobody is home, and I'm just going to be with God. What that will look like is worship music playing in my ears. I will have my Bible open in front of me. I'm just gonna pray, probably read the Psalms, I don't know, whatever I feel like, and just be with him. Just try to fix and focus my mind on who he is. So I'm going to do that.
Eventually.
Jared is back now, and I spent, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so flipping through the Psalms just right here on my no sheets bed. And I realized that I'm in such a space where I'm so tired, like on the inside, and so spent that, you know, when you read and it's like you can't even take it in. But I stopped and I put on Shane and Shane. They've got an album, I think it's called Psalms, and it is all scripture. I was kneeling over my pillows here, and I just closed my eyes and listened to them sing scripture, because that just felt like I could take it in. And listen, I don't spend a whole lot of time judging myself on these kinds of things or feeling bad. So I'm asking God, what do I need? Would you show me what I need? And here's my sense. It is not to do any study. I would love to crawl up into my head. My sense is to put on worship music again and to write. I think I've got to, like, with hand to paper, and it's not paper, it's my iPad. I mean, write to God, connect with God, spend some time internally just figuring out exactly what is going on here. Because my tendency is to just push it all away. Oh man, I'm good at that. And so to stop, reflect internally, to connect with my feelings. Ugh. But I think my sense is that's what I need to do. I'm going to grab my iPad with my pen, leave my Bible open here, listen to Shane and Shane's Psalms album, and write until I run out of things to say. Some things that I was noticing is this sense of peace that I was feeling. especially when I was just listening to Shane and Shane sing over me, basically. And I had this resistance to not do that, feeling like it wasn't enough, whatever that means. And feeling like I had to write more, I had to do more. And I'm not sure why I feel like that. Like it's not accomplishing enough when it was accomplishing a lot. So I was just talking to myself, Melissa, lean into this, shut off the camera, and just laid flat here on my bed, enjoying the presence of God, resting in his presence, listening to the words of scripture being sung, picturing God, beautiful light, being in his presence, tucked up under him, safe and secure, repeating over and over, God, in you, I am safe. God, in you, I am safe. You are my refuge. And as I did those simple things that didn't feel like they were enough, is what I think out of this whole thing was the most fruitful. And I think what I needed the most. But I find it interesting, it's what I will push back on the most. Reset days aren't formal, but I basically think about them in 3 parts, which is my house, my relationship with God, my relationship with others. And so because I have been so stressed, I've definitely been disconnected. That's like the first thing to go for me. I'm not really a relational person. And so anytime I'm stressed, overwhelmed, emotionally spent, relationships go by the wayside. I definitely withdraw in on myself. So because of that, a part of the reset is resetting relationships. And yesterday I went out with Adeline, my 18-year-old daughter. She's at work all day today. It's Halloween. And my husband, how can I explain this? I'll just show you.
Flashback.
I've always disliked Halloween. I don't care for dressing up. But this year, this man that I'm married to is going to be
Beefy Bob Ross. Not Big Bob Ross, Beefy Bob Ross.
And the reason for Bob Ross is this. All of this hair that he just keeps growing. So here's the thing though. Do you know what he wants me to be? As if he's been married to me for over 20 years. And this is the thing that he wants me to be. What do you want me to be?
A happy little cloud.
Is there anything happy or little about me? I don't understand. I don't think I can do it. And we have nowhere to go.
You could be a happy little tree.
I don't want to be a happy little anything.
End of flashback.
And Jared, as you heard, loves Halloween. I am going to dress up as a happy cloud. I think I'm just going to do my makeup somehow, some way. We'll see. But that's a part of resetting my relationship with him, re-engaging with him by dressing up for Halloween and going over to some friend's house to hand out candy, to throw candy at kids. I'm not exactly sure how we're doing it. Jared had the idea of bringing a balloon launcher. Surely he's not going to do that. I'm sure there's a better idea. I'm going to rest a bit. I'm going to remake my bed, finish a couple loads of laundry, and then get dressed for Halloween and connect with my people.
Many hours later.
This was as happy as I could get as a cloud. I mean, bless my heart, I'm trying. Jared ran into Walgreens to get candy to pass out to kids, and I'm like sitting directly in the sun. So please don't mind these weird shadows. But I cannot tell you how much better I feel after today. 10 times better. I wish I would have done this earlier in the week or even last week. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like I've gained a bit of momentum in my soul. My spirit is feeling much, much happier. So I needed that time with God. I needed to clear the clutter, and I needed to spend some time with Jared. I got this get up on that is ridiculous, and we took videos and photos. We just laughed and laughed. So I'm not showing you this just to show you it. I'm hoping it will be helpful to you in some way, shape, or form, that you can take any of these really little teeny ideas and apply them if you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed to do a little reset day. So until next time, friends, I'll see ya.
It feels like way too much chest. So anybody can paint. All they have to do is practice. get all my hair and all its glory in there.